Hi, this is Maria. Welcome. And in this video, I would like to talk and share my thoughts about systems. So, when I say a system, I mean a system like astrology, numerology, destiny matrix, human design, gene key, tarot system, and even chakra system. When you um, find someone like a psychic or someone who can perceive the energy and tell you, you know, what is the condition of each of your chakra or your inner system, your energetics. So that is the systems that I will be talking about. And for a long time, I have been questioning the systems, this esoteric system, what we need it for and what does it show to us, because the question that I felt like was important is that whether we make a choice in our lives or whether we don't. So whatever happens in our lives, so let's say for example you feel burned out at your workplace and you have choices. You have a choice to leave and you have a choice to stay at the workplace. So this choice, do we actually make it? Or is the choice something that is predestined and it just happens and it's gonna happen whatever we choose? This same way, exactly as it's supposed to happen. And we're just watching how it happens. And because we are watching it, because we're analyzing it, we get a feeling like we are the one who makes the choice. Where in actuality, we're just watching the choice to be made. There is a very great saying in a Matrix movie where the Oracle tells Neo, she says something like, Neo, the choice, you already made the choice. Now you just came here to understand why you made it. So is it something like this, or are we actually the ones who make the choice? And things that apply to this question of mine about the systems, they're kind of fluid. Sorry, they're kind of fluid by my experiences. So when I had very heightened states of consciousness, I remember watching life. I remember watching life literally unraveling in front of me. And because I was in a very heightened state of my mind, there was no emotion whatsoever attached to it. I was just watching people talking. I was just watching people having arguments. It didn't bother me at all. I realized that it's just like, it's very interesting feeling to describe. It's like, I just watch it like a movie. You don't attach, you don't think that you are the main character playing in this movie, because you understand you're just watching the movie. You're outside of the movie. So that's how I felt. The second thing is that I do practice tarot readings. In fact, I have my tarot deck in here. So every time it just comes true, and it makes me wonder if the result is predestined and you can literally lay a spread of cards and you can see the outcome of your choices, right? You can make a reading for a year, for a month, for 5 years, for your life. So does it mean that this whole thing is predestined? So and then the systems, where do the systems fit in here? Is the astrology natal chart something that I can look at and understand how my life is going to be? Is it going to show me my predestined events? Same with the destiny matrix, and same with the human design, or gene key, like numerology. Is it something like my life path is number 9? So am I going to be like, I don't know, a monk or something? You know what I'm saying? So do they show me my life, or do they show me my characteristics? But I am the one to use these characteristics to make choices. So I think that this question is very philosophical, and I think that this question is something that the answer to it can be attained only by those who really free themselves and not just have a one-time heightened state of consciousness experience, but actually live, like they keep living, they don't slip back into the pattern, into the shadow, but they actually keep living in that state of consciousness, like a Buddha or something. So I think that only those people can actually know the answer to this question. But there is something that I have discovered recently, and that kind of makes me contemplate more on this question. Everything that is happening to me, let's not talk about the old past, everything that has ever happened to me, let's say within the last 5 years, can be tracked down, and I've done it precisely to the astrology events happening. Astronomy events, basically all the transits, all the aspects, all the eclipses, new moons, full moons, I can see up to the very minute my life event, what was happening, and it always matches. When I have a meditation and when I channel something for myself, at the end, it's exactly as it was said. When I do a tarot reading for myself, it always comes out the way basically the cards told me. So all this made me think this way. At this point, as for today, I think that all the systems like your natal chart, your numerology, life path, whatever, your destiny matrix, your human design, anything you use to find answers to the way your life goes, to who you are, etc. All of this is made for your mind. It's a system that's created by the mind, for the mind, to relax. And I will explain you this. I think, and I emphasize, I think as if for today, okay, my opinion may change. For now, I think that imagine your life to be a book with the pages that are empty, just the blank white pages, but it is a book, and this book is called your life. Okay, very simple analogy here. Each page, they are all of the same sizes, or maybe different sizes, doesn't matter. It has number on it, so it goes like in sequence, one after another. You can't mess it up, it's just like a typical book. But so each page is an event. Just like when you read a book, you read a page after a page, or else you will not get the full picture, or else you will not understand, or else you will lose something or miss something. You need to read the full book, page after page, line after line, sometimes even twice, to get the full experience of the book, right? So here's the same thing. But the mind, this is the one that is going to write down on your pages. The mind is that which creates the story. So the more your mind relaxed, the more you're able to just enjoy the page, okay? To see this page for what it is. But it doesn't mean that the mind is bad. It doesn't mean that you cannot color the page with a story. Of course you can. But it's like, again, when you free your mind, that's again a quote from Matrix. When you free your mind, when you let go of control, when you're fully in the present, when you're in those heightened states of consciousness, you see the page as it is. You see your life event just happening. Okay, you're not trying to make something out of it. You're not trying to create a story out of this. You're not giving it shades. You're not giving it color. You're not giving it shapes. It just is that this is the event. Period. Okay, but the mind is the one who writes the story, and the mind can use all these systems to understand what this page is about. That is all. Okay? When you get attached to the system, that's where it gets complicated, because you're trying to predict the next page and the next page and the next page. You're not living on this page that's happening to you right now. You're living on in the future. You're living in the next and the next and next, and you try to get to the end of the book to know, okay, what's going to come out of all of this. So the attachment to the systems is just making your mind more messy, and you can't see the event, the life, the moment, the day, the present, the way it is. But for you to be able to do so, to be able to let go, to be able to just be, your mind needs to be reassured. Your mind needs to feel safe enough to let go of control. And there are many ways how you can show yourself, or should I say show your mind, because you're not quite the mind. You're something different from the mind. You're just watching the mind, so you're not it. But you can find ways, different ways, how you can comfort your mind so that it can fully trust the page, the book, and let go of the control and desire to know in front, next, future. And one of these ways is to use these systems, is to see with your own eyes and with your own experience that everything that have ever happened to you was meant to happen, and it was meant to show you this, to evolve you like this, to shape you like this, to help you to grow, to find your own self in this way. This is what these systems are great for. But of course, this is just for the short period of time, because the more your mind will get relaxed, comfortable, assured, and have that little, faith, a true faith, the more you will let go of these systems eventually, the more you will understand you don't need them. That's the irony. You use the system to let go of the system eventually. That's the irony of all it, and that's the beauty of all it. So that is my take on systems, and I find it really mesmerizing how you can use the systems to actually relax and just chill and trust, because only when you can convince your mind enough that it can trust life, that's where you're ready to truly let go of control. When you let go of control, that's when you feel that your life to the fullest. And that is true to when you let go of control, you actually gain control. You gain control by letting go of control. That is also true. So thank you so much for being here, listening to my little contemplation. I encourage you and feel free to leave your thoughts below as a comment. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.